Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump versus FEMA and plans for change. But before we get to talking about aid and money, quick reminder about the California State University Northridge Project Rebound fundraiser. There's a link down below. We're going to do this because a handful of questions came in about it, and it seems to be something that's worrying a lot of people, and it probably shouldn't. Here's one that has all the questions. Miss Bell, or maybe Dana, I don't know. What's going to happen to FEMA? My job moves me around the South every few years. Because of that, I've seen FEMA for decades. I saw them in Katrina, and I saw them in Helene. Katrina was not a great showing, but better than nothing. And even though Facebook said otherwise, I thought they did really well in Helene. Now, I've seen that they're looking at restructuring it. Some of it makes sense. Why was FEMA dealing with migrants in the first place? I can see putting that under a different agency, but they also said they would adjust what they called burden sharing. It made it sound like FEMA was going to make the states pay more. Again, I'm a blue dot that has to move around red states. They don't have the money to shoulder more of the burden. Are they really going to just leave red states twisting in the wind? Why would Republicans do this? How do they expect the states to pay? They also want to make it an independent agency reporting directly to the president. That sounds like a slush fund. How can they do this? Should I be worried about this? It seems like it should get more attention. I'm going to answer all of your questions, but it's the last one that matters. Why was FEMA dealing with migrants in the first place? Because they have the tents, and in theory can handle large populations. My guess is that somewhere somebody thought it would be good training for disasters. Are they really going to just leave red states twisting in the wind? They would. Federal government Republicans look at state Republicans the same way they look at lower income people. Just manage your money better. They'll offer them the state level advice of don't buy Starbucks, when you and I both know that in many states in the South, the money just isn't there. If you think Mississippi has the money to rebuild Biloxi after a big hurricane, you'd be wrong. Why would Republicans do this? I don't know. Force of habit? How do they expect the states to pay? Here's the thing. They may not actually expect it. It's probably just rhetoric to get people ready to reform it into something directly under presidential control. How can they do this? Should I be worried about this? They can't. At least, not anytime soon. And no, you shouldn't worry about it. Okay, so they don't have the votes for the big changes. Making it an independent agency directly under the president would never get past Democrats in the Senate and the filibuster. I know, I've seen some people say they'll use budget reconciliation to get around the filibuster. They can't. This will get bird-bathed. The bird bath, which is spelled B-Y-R-D, is a Senate procedure during budget reconciliation to weed out, well, this exact sort of thing. It's a rule to stop end runs around the filibuster. It can't be a policy thing and be included in the budget reconciliation. The restructuring of a federal agency to that degree would count. I'm going to put 2 explainer videos down below, one on FEMA and one on budget reconciliation. The short version on this is that your questions are important, but you shouldn't worry about this. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.